Hello everyone and welcome. My name is John and this is ICOfavorites.com with another review. Today we're going to talk about the Flux.fund, a gaming platform built on the blockchain architecture. I'm going to give you a little hint on the content that we're going to talk today. What is Flux.fund, the background of the industry, the Flux challenge, features of the Flux product, roadmap and development, ICO, and then we're going to wrap up with another ICO review favorites. So diving straight into it, what is it? What is Flux? It is a way to bring the world's gaming community and industry together. It is an improved value on the gaming and developer world. It's basically a blockchain technology uniting the game industry with all the players, developers, traders, gaming community and bloggers and investors. There will be features of matchmaking, developers market, trading platform, a crowdfunding platform, and big tournaments organization. The background of this industry is that at its core it is the biggest and fastest growing industry in the world. Based on the latest research, it has about 2.3 billion active players right now, with an average of 108.9 billion US dollars of annual revenue. Approximately 700 million of these players play competitively. A big portion of matchmaking services are currently focusing on esports, 400 million active players. However, there are over 380 million of competitive game players outside of the esports sector who use mobile and PC devices and are not on existing matchmaking platforms. The global trading market for gaming industry have reached a 7 billion US dollar mark for 2017, with hundreds of billions of transactions processed the same year. Steam, the biggest trading platform, has on average about 370 billion games sold annually. The market is big and is expanding every month. Streaming industry is also one of the most undervalued industries on this business, especially if you don't consider the combination with gaming. However, Streamlabs live streaming report shows actually the opposite. Twitch has already become a very appealing concept for talented video bloggers, which has grown drastically in 2017 alone. YouTube Live is making even better in that regard. Monthly active streamers have grown 330% for YouTube Live versus 19% for Twitch in the past 5 months. Both of these platforms are giving great opportunities for gaming space. Here's a chart on the growth of the industry, estimated 128 billion US dollars in 2020, and you can see the several portions of the market divided by smartphone, console, tablet, and PC. Collectively, the gaming industry, as I said before, has over 2.3 billion users who produce a massive revenue and value for entrepreneurs and companies. A turnover of transactions that is going through gaming platforms is growing exponentially, but at the same time leads to some issues. One of the major problems is a lack of liquidity in the system. Gamers spend hours to improve their competitive skills and winning rates, collect rare artifacts, buy certain skins, improve their character, but when they want to exchange one of these, they have to rely on centralized payment systems that most of the external marketplaces provide. Meanwhile, game developers' earnings are on average 30% reduced by the popular markets and publishers. What Flux offers is a system that will allow those players to get rewards for matchmaking competitions, trading items on the marketplace, and even crowdfunding their own idea inside of the platform. Investors and developers will be provided a certain commission for each game as well. With the help of the blockchain technology, this is where it gets interesting, the whole process will become more transparent and automated, which makes such platform a good extension for the existing industry and helps to integrate cryptocurrency in real business. Flux's vision is to cover a global market in the gaming space and to create a full ecosystem which will benefit all of its users and stakeholders. Flux is glad to invite everyone to become part of the worldwide global business. So, talking about the Flux's challenge on the industry, well, the Flux ecosystem unites all of the components of the industry. Now, everybody can earn the rewards they deserve in Flux token that can be easily exchanged on the open market. The ecosystem is built around the gaming processes. While players compete and earn in Game 1, for example, using Matchmaking platform, and trade items related to Game 1 in Flux trading platform, or purchase items in Flux store, the vendor, the game creator, who have uploaded Game 1 into Flux developers market earns a part of the transaction and betting fee. In the case that the game creator attracted funds for creating this game in Flux crowdfunding platform, part of his earnings are also distributed between investors. Moreover, the gaming process could be broadcasted using Flux streaming platform and also integration with Twitch, so the platform gains new audience and streamer receives rewards. This complete ecosystem is built using multiple smart contract system, so all described actions are processed absolutely transparent and fair. Flux allows every player to compete in games from a list of available games and earns opponents' money after a successful win. In order to support secure and transparent matchmaking process, the system will use smart contracts. In this way, each game will consist of 2 players and its own arbiter, the game vendor, gaming source, or audible database specifically, and they will define the game outcome. After the game was finished, one of the 2 players will get the rewards in Flux tokens, and the arbiter will get some fee for the judgment. If by any chance the arbiter fails to judge for some reason, then both player 1 and player 2 can withdraw after some optional delay. Internal withdrawal method will be done in Flux token exclusively, which will create an ongoing demand for the token and unify the smart contracts and minimize risk of errors in its realization. All this put together yields on some advantages for the player, which includes an ability to earn real money using gaming skills, mobile game support, wide range of games available, a very user-friendly interface, achievement and daily tasks, which is an additional income, regular and custom tournaments, ability to develop the account, and a lot of a very big community to share your achievements with. Of course, a lot of knowledge will be developed and achieved after every transaction. All of that is safe due to the decentralized system, which will generate data privacy for all users. Free plays after viewing an advertising video. Of course, the videos have to be monetized as well. Flux will be available for Windows, macOS, Linux, Windows Phone, iOS, and Android platforms. Top online games are supported for PC and mobile, as well as uploaded into Flux Market Games. Talking about the features of Flux, well, Flux Market will be a marketplace for developers which is geared towards the monetization of the competitive games it includes. Flux will take 0% commission for downloads or in-game purchases made via mobile applications for such types of games. In this case, Flux helps developers to increase a demand for their games and to make additional profits, as well as gives them the ability to distribute games without paying a commission. Each developer will have an ability to upload a game and receive commission from every matchmaking session. As soon as the game has been uploaded and verified by the system, it automatically appears in the list of available Flux games. The Flux's matchmaking system usually takes from 1 to 7% commission on a bet placed by a gamer. It is distributed among Flux to cover platform's needs. 10% of commission amount for software as a service deployment outcomes, 15% for marketing, 10% for operations and support, 10% for rewards and referral system payouts, 5% are saved as platform savings, and up to 50% for the game owner. Flux will provide game developers with an open source API as well as with possibility to apply for uploading a game with Flux's help. Flux will also provide the MVP requests to Steam Web API code on GitHub. This means that the advantages for developers are the following: easy registration process for opening accounts, quick verification of games, revenue from each game session, 0% commission for each game transaction for competitive games, 2% commission for each game transaction for non-competitive games, continuous support from the Flux team, rapid audience growth due to the tournaments organized by the Flux team. Flux ecosystem will have its own trading platform where every participant can trade items that are available in the Flux store. Each purchase will be processed immediately by the server and the product of service will be credited to the gamer's account instantly. Virtual assets could be traded in Flux: in-game items, digital skins, in-game currencies, digital game packages. There is no commission for virtual goods, but Flux takes commission for virtual goods buy and sell process between users in an amount of 2%. Here's a list of the advantages for the traders. Having said that, the possibility to buy skins using tokens, the Flux token, ERC20 approved. Possibility to trade skins using tokens as well. Possibility to create skin in Steam Workshop and by using a Flux audience vote for accepting a certain skin. In case of acceptance, 20% of sales split between voters, 60% go to skin author, 20% go to Flux. With Flux, you will have a unique ability to describe your own project and get funding from a community. In this way, fundraiser receives an opportunity to create a game he envisioned. Investor receives an opportunity to get paid a portion of the matchmaking fee, which will stimulate him to invest even more. Also, investor receives pre-order and a VIP package in invested game. Pre-sales will mostly be targeted for small and medium game creators who need a certain amount of funds to bootstrap their projects. Flux coin distributed to GC, the game creator, will be securely and transparently controlled by Flux's platform in pre-sale purchases. Investors could collectively withdraw from a smart contract using at any stage, if the game creator values the terms. Flux platform creates and publishes special smart contracts which allow the game creator withdraw Flux coins according to that logic and that logic only. Flux and or pre-sale purchases can collectively stop Flux coins distribution if there is a majority decision that the GC, the game creator, violates agreements, terms, or the roadmap. Of course, live broadcasting has a huge influence and a huge audience in Flux's planning, and the Flux plans to use its full potential. Every person who will have a live stream use of the particular game or a tournament will earn certain rewards. Streamers could receive donations from Twitch and Flux at one time. Moreover, they will receive a payout with Flux coins for fixed amount of views. The advantages for streamers are 3,000 viewers on stream playing Flux that will yield on 10 Flux coins bounty reward for a streamer. There will be donations in Flux coin available. The Twitch nickname contains Flux name, lowers players' rake fee for 1% and unlocks participation in weekly Flux Angels tournament with guaranteed prize pool. Flux allows every person to earn rewards based on the number of views of the popular live broadcasting platforms, like Twitch, which will work as while the users broadcast is available both on Flux and Twitch. A carefully designed system of achievements and tasks for each game allows the user to receive additional income by performing a variety of tasks during the game. For instance, in the hair hockey game with a $10 bet, player 1 scores a winning point 1 second before the end of the game, let's say. In such scenario, he receives a reward of $3. Achievements can be earned in 3 quests during 24 hours. If a player didn't complete quests of the day, he still will be able to participate in 3 new quests the next day. The more wins a player has, the higher the level of his account. Upon reaching a certain level, the player can play in the big leagues. Each league is characterized by access to special tournaments and a reduced commission for each game. When a player receives a win level of 50, his win rate is at least 15%. He is automatically moved up from a bronze to silver league. There will also be a referral system. Flux presents a referral system where players can invite others to join the service and receive a percentage for all of their gaming sessions. The referral system has a limit of 10 levels of players. Earnings at each level come from a Flux commission, which comes from each gaming session. Here's the details of the crowdfunding platform. You can describe your game concept, roadmap, and team, upload the Flux crowd sale platform, and receive investments for your game in Flux coins. Like I said before, zero commission market for competitive games on the developer platform, earnings for every gaming sessions, smart contracts. Here's what the blockchain technology comes in play. They will make the smart contracts, everything will be provable and transparent. And of course, this will give the developer access to community and trading platform for any events and items in the game. Trading platform will work on the Flux coins. All the trade items will be exchanged using those Flux coins. Once again, the smart contracts will allow for the payments to be made, and the game vendor will earn Flux coins as well with every transaction. The Flux service will be developed on a microservice cloud-native platform using a non-relational database. Thus, from a technical point of view, the service is as autonomous as possible and indefinitely scalable. A main part of the service core consists of microservices. Web, desktop, and mobile API are main in this list. Flux have specially designed each of these parts as a microservices as a service. Will be growing, of course, it will be growing fast in different directions, and Flux needs to make the work with these services to be organized comfortably and make them as autonomous as they can be. There in the core is also a unique game service, which allows to connect games using their external APIs. In this way, Flux guarantees unlimited scalability of the platform, as Flux can connect gaming platforms and using any of the Flux's services. As soon as all exchange processes are processed outside the system, Flux will cooperate with exchangers using the external tools. There is also an event calculator in the core, as well as report system service and game store service, which is able to cooperate with other services. Non-relational database is not a part of the Flux core, but it is in cloud, and as well also important as it proves unique keys for every user. In this way, every game vendor connected to the system becomes a part of Flux ecosystem and allows Flux to decentralize platform by transmitting data in the blockchain. A prototype of the product includes the desktop application for Windows, Macs, and Linux, mobile application for Android, iOS, and Windows Phone, as I said before. And of course, the desktop application is part of the Flux, which allows you to find an opponent in a competitive game, such as Counter-Strike, Global Offensive, and to bet on your victory using a conventional currency. Here's the roadmap for Flux. So it all started out in summer 2016, where there was the first team gatherings and the concept creation of Flux. November 2016, development was finished, so the prototype was ready. May 2017, production version architect designed. July 2017, MVP development finished. August 2017, mobile client development has started. In September 2017, MVP tested period has finished. November 2017, MVP release bounty campaign. December 2017, the pre-sale. December 2017, pre-ICO, as we're going to talk in a bit. April 2018, mobile client trade and developers market release. And May 2018, Flux token listed on exchange. These are the short-term goals. So on the third quarter of the 2018, Flux plans to develop and deploy a mobile client and the trade and developer market release. On 2019, the second quarter of 2019, streaming and crowdfunding platform release. 2020, expanding and scaling of the Flux ecosystem. Now, the big bucks are on the crowd sale description. That's going to happen on April 17. It's coming up. The token symbol will be Flux. It is an ERC20 token approved on the Ethereum blockchain. As I said, it's going to take place on April 17. The soft cap has been achieved already, but a lot of opportunities open up still for the Flux ICO. The exchange rate of the token is 1 Flux token to 0.5 US dollars. Project data is closed beta, and of course there's a lot of cryptocurrencies and payment systems available for the token sale, Ethereum and Bitcoin being one of the most important ones, of course being substantial and key players in the market of the cryptocurrencies as they are. Here's a brief indication of the list of proceedings. 2% for legal, 3% for team development and team administration, 6% for administration, 22% for tournaments organization, 22% for that, 22% for product development, which is actually should be the core of this company. I would actually switch the last two. I would do 45% for product development and 22% for marketing. But this is Flux's idea. It's not my idea actually. So this is it. This is my review of the Flux.fund and Flux.fund ICO. For more information, you can visit Flux.fund or ICOfavorites.com. There are a lot of YouTube videos with ICOfavorites.com reviews. You can check them on YouTube. If you have any other doubts, please refer to our YouTube channel. This is the end of our review in the Flux.fund blockchain software. I hope you liked it and that you learned a lot from it. More reviews, like I said, at ICOfavorites.com. Have a nice one. Thank you for watching and see you next time.